Was there anything tangible that you guys can take from scoring 27 in the fourth and giving you guys the offense confidence going forward that it can be like that?
Well, hopefully. I think we punted once. We finally were able to put some points on the board. I don't know our stats in terms of third down conversions and things like that, but there is some encouraging things to be found from that game. Unfortunately, you don't win. That's the worst part. I think we would take a win and crappy offense over a great offense and not winning. But we still there's some things that we can grow on, I think.
What do you like? Anything specific that you can put your finger?
Well, I think a lot of people got involved. I mean, we had a lot of different guys catch touchdowns. We had guys, we kind of did a little bit of a no-huddle type thing, if you will, I guess. And, for the line to be able to, for the first time, really kind of do that, to tell them protections and them do it. And I think that just being able to move the ball. And I also think when you can answer scores, I think that's such a big and underrated deal in the NFL. When you can answer a touchdown or a score, I think that's huge. I think we did that a few times.
Did you find something here with that no-huddle that maybe you didn't have before, out of necessity?
Yeah, I mean, you're able to pick the tempo up. You're able to kind of dictate what the defense is doing a little bit, or keep them more playing. And so I think that was good. I mean, I just think communication, especially on the road where it was loud. Even though there was a lot of Steeler fans, it was loud, so we were able to communicate, and I think things went pretty well there.
In that same vein, how much better and more evolved is the offense from the first time that you guys played the Bengals? I think just scored maybe 10 points or so.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting better. I mean, they are too. I think everyone's evolving as the season goes. So just because I think that we're better doesn't mean that, all of a sudden the outcome could be different. You still got to go play, and hopefully our young guys have all grown up, and the older guys getting a little better too.
Ben, you said something about answering scores. When you're playing a game when it's a high-scoring game, or you think it might be a high-scoring game, do you approach things differently? Maybe you think differently? Do you get more aggressive, anything like that?
I mean, you got to be smart. I mean, I know at one point we were down 2 scores. We kind of say, hey, listen, and it was early. We don't need to press. It's not like you can get caught in that trap sometimes of, okay, gosh, we're down 2 scores, or you're 17 points, that kind of 3 score, and you're like, man, we got to go. And it was early enough that we kind of all said, listen, there's no reason to really stress and press too much right now. Let's just go find a way to score. And you can run the ball and you can do things. And I think that's what was big for us, is we didn't just abandon our offense right away. We went to some different run options and things, but for the most part, we just stuck with what we wanted to do.
And why did the Bengals go so well in the last couple against you guys?
Well, it seems like, the last time we played them, it seemed like their defensive philosophy on 3rd and short was a lot different. Rush 3 or 4 and then just set everybody right at the sticks. They had quite a few guys just kind of hunkering down right where we wanted to get the first down. So, just designing some cover 2 stuff and different things. So I just think some schematic things could be different. What we've kind of seen in the last few weeks from them. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to utilize every area of the field, and so the first time we played him was early in the season. I think Pat has definitely come a long way since then, and our relationship has grown, and trust and belief has grown, so hopefully we can utilize him, and like I say, Zach in the middle and even the backs.
What kind of rapport do you have with Rader who just came up?
He's been here for a while, so we'll see how much he gets used and what we need. Yeah, he mentioned it to us as well in the team meeting. We know it, though. I mean, you see where the AFC is. You see where the AFC North is. They came here and beat us last time, and we're coming off a loss. They're coming off a big win. It's just every game now is starting to become more and more important.
Last week we talked to Pat a lot. It sounded like that. Have you grown close to him personally, or that more you because he was a part of the offense, or a big part of the line?
Both. Yeah, I mean, his locker's next to mine, so we naturally talk a lot, and I think he's just a really good, good person. I enjoy teaching him what I can. I think that he's a Pittsburgh Steeler through and through. I can see him being here his whole career, and I just think he enjoys the game of football, and it's fun to be around someone that really has a passion and joy for this team and wanting to be good.
Ben, you mentioned about playing good in December and down the stretch. I mean, you know more than anybody if you get hot at the right time. With the AFC so wide open, is that the mindset you have to have where if a team gets hot in the correct spot, you can be 0-5 again?
I mean, that's kind of the, if you're looking globally, we try not to look too globally. I mean, you can look at kind of what's going on in your division, but globally in the AFC, it is it's kind of crazy right now. And so it's always been about when you get hot and when you turn it on. And you can sit there and say, okay, you guys, I think we won 4 or 5 in a row, and then we lost a game. But just because you lose doesn't mean you're still not trending in the right direction. I still think this team is trending in the right direction.
Ben, is this as dominant as you can remember Cam Heyward being week in and week out as long as he's been here?
Nope. I think he's been dominant for a long time.
In terms of him coming in as a rookie when he did, do you see even as he gets older and continues to play, does he embody a lot of what those defensive guys who he learned under brought to this team?
Yeah, I mean, he's a Steeler. He could have played. He's another one of those guys that could have played in any generation.
Ben, Mike said yesterday that he'll chime in from time to time for offensive play. Is that him just taking responsibility, or is there noticeable if he does?
He might. He never comes on my head. I don't ever hear him through the headset, but I'm sure he's in the Coach Canada and the other coaches' ears saying something. I'm used to that. I always remember when I first got here seeing that chin sticking out at Wisenhunt. Run the ball.
And I know you said that COVID, you felt good after a couple days getting it. And did you notice anything in your recovery after the game that was different after dealing with that?
Just really tired, but I think we all were when we got home at 7 o'clock in the morning. So no, nothing other than that.
Anyone else? Again, building trust, do you throw some of those passes, like the touchdown to Deontay, when you trusted him and he made that play? In other words, is that something that you were throwing to anybody, or is it because of 3 or 4 years with him?
That's the same one he caught in Buffalo. Same play, same catch, same crappy ball. I could have made it easier on him, but I know that if I give him a chance, he's going to make a play, and he did. And I'd like it to be easier, but they all make me look good at times, and it's great. And so it's fun when guys can make those plays, and you get excited for them, and it just continues to build trust.
And when you talk about things to build on, do you look at that jumbo package and the success you had with Banner and Watt in there and think, okay, that's something we can look at in the future?
I think so. I mean, I think we should be able to be versatile in a lot of different ways, whether that's packages, run, pass, looks, groupings. And so I think that as you move forward in the season and we talk about getting hot and doing the right thing, trending in the right direction, that's one of the ways you do it, is by being able to expand your playbook without getting too out of control and slowing yourself down, but being able to throw different looks at teams.
Ben, there was 2 straight years now you weren't cleared till Saturday, then put up pretty significant numbers. What is the secret to that?
I want to go home. I don't know. Just really just have to give a lot of credit to the coaches, and spending the extra time at night and during the meeting time of just getting me information and just doing everything I can at home to study it. When I got to California, met that night, met Sunday morning with Coach, did an extra walkthrough. So just trying to do everything I can to be focused at home, even more so than a regular week.